You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terry.
Welcome to the podcast, Just Talking Out Loud. I'm Ron.
I'm Terry.
Hi, Terry. How
Hi.
are you?
I'm okay.
Okay. Welcome to the podcast, and we thought we'd jump on here. We actually we're going to talk about couples and their sex life and how they're trying to make it easier to make appointments and all that stuff. But we actually started putting puzzles together as a couple, although I can tell you I'm not very patient. The last two puzzles
over COVID when we were
yeah, we thought we'd do something because we were stuck in the house. So we've done one, but you did most of it. You did a great job on that last.
We've done more than one.
Well, I mean, this last one that was really difficult, and the one you're doing now
It's a booger.
Oh, go! I have no patience at all. But anyway, we're going to talk about, as I said, we're going to talk about. They did a study on the average American couple and how many minutes they broke it down to minutes per week you're having sex, and also at the end of all this, we're going to talk about have Terry guess the word that's missing from the headline, a goofy story that we come up with. But yeah, we started doing these puzzles, and this last puzzle she picked, the puzzles usually have like odd shapes, the way they cut them. This one is like square. That's like really.
They're all the same and have long little inlets.
You have to really look to see how, and then the picture itself.
And sometimes the piece will fit in where it doesn't go.
Yes.
A lot of times it's going to fit in where it doesn't go because the pieces are mainly the same 4 to 6 basic shapes. So they intermingle.
Right. And this is a puzzle of a pair of gloves, winter gloves, right? Mittens.
And a cup of hot cocoa.
And and then it's all brown like a...
This was from my Secret Santa.
It's like a wooden floor. Would you say a wooden floor or a wooden table?
A wooden table, probably, they're sitting on because they set their gloves down on the table with their hot chocolate.
Oh, yeah. And then but it has not sparkles. What are they? Stars? Little, what do you call those?
Like that little confetti stuff.
Confetti stars, right?
All over.
Spread out too. And then there's some, what do you call that, green?
And on the edge piece, I have a half a star that doesn't line up with anything, and I cannot get the edges even all put together.
That's why we're doing the podcast. It's driving us nuts because she ended with two
innies, and I need
females.
one with two outies, and
she needs two. She needs a male with two.
I can't find a way to switch them around to make them go together, but I have the same amount of pieces on that side as on the other side.
Right, but it ended with two where you need an outie.
And I have
and we have two innies. Yeah, it's not working. Let's put it that way. But anyhow, they did a study, and on the average American couple, and how many minutes they average it out, how many minutes per week they have sex. Now it's in minutes. Can you take a guess how many minutes?
Pre-game.
This is 7. What do you mean pre-game? It's pre-everything.
Foreplay.
It's everything. It's everything. So how many minutes a week? If you take 7 days. If you can take a guess. Now, think of it as...
How many the average couple?
Yeah, it says here, the average American couple has sex blank minutes per week, according to this research. And it's...
It depends on their age.
Well, that didn't say.
Their age, how long they've been married.
Doesn't say.
All that kind of stuff.
How many minutes do you think it would be average?
When you first get married, you have it more.
I know you're like rabbits when we first get married. You know, I want to say something about that because this story reminded me of something. Okay, and it kind of brought up that I'm not a very romantic person. I know that I'm not very good at it. I wish I would be better, but I remember something that you did. This is back when we first got married. Do you remember this? You worked at the bank.
I used to strip tease for you with a teddy or something.
You did. It was Valentine's Day, and you came home because you had at that time the bank you were working at. They worked till like 7, 8 o'clock
on Fridays.
Yes, on Fridays, and you came home and you had this pink teddy on underneath. That was, and it's something that it was the greatest thing ever. But I wish I'm sure I don't have that. You don't have that for me. I mean, I don't have.
I worked in the mall too.
That helps, but I'm just saying I don't have anything
I could
that would
buy something on and put it on.
But you did that. You thought this would, it would be fun, spontaneous, and then yet, I mean, I bought flowers, I've bought candy.
That's
stuff
why I
like
don't
that.
like the article with the appointment, because then if you have an appointment for it, then it's
that's coming
it's
up in a
not real
minute.
spontaneous.
I'll tell you what they mean by that in a minute. But do you know how
Okay.
many minutes per week you think? Just take how many minutes?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay. So the average couple, they say, has sex 69 minutes per week, which is only an hour and 9 minutes. 60 minutes. Right? That's all it is. So if you average that out, just 69 minutes a week. This says they did a survey of 2,000 couples, and they examined the role sex plays in modern relationships and found some very intriguing data. For instance, the average couple has sex 9 times per month for 69 minutes per week. Now,
That's
9 times a month.
Twice, 2.5 times a week.
They're doing it for 33 minutes a week because it says 69 minutes per week. Or thought it'd be 36. No, what is it? I can't do it. Anyway, so they're having sex at least, if you do it 3 times a week at 23 minutes, that's 69 minutes.
Yeah.
If you're getting 3.
3 times
I'm
a week.
way behind.
Yeah.
Just letting you know. That's 108 times a year for 60 hours or 1.5 weeks of work is how much sex they're having. The study found that a 3% claim they have sex more than 30 times per month, and 12% say that number is closer to, 0. Some couples aren't having it at all.
That's because they got older.
So then they went on to say,
Health problems.
does the 69 minutes, is it all wrapped up into a long, passionate 69 minutes once a week? That's a long time. I know you're not going to be doing that.
Roll over, leave me alone.
So they said, does that 69 minutes a week come in a madly passionate, clothes-tearing, once-a-week sextopia? Well, according to this study, no. 3/4 say that they struggle to have regular sex due to a busy routine, which is, I could see that with kids, right? I mean,
Like I said, as your
60% say that they wished they were having more sex. I think I'm in that
when you
group.
first get
I'm
married
in
and you
there.
have no kids, then you can just whenever.
So they found out what is the solution. How do you get together? How do you find time to actually have a relationship with each other? And we don't have kids now, so we can kind of pick and choose, although we don't. But we can pick and choose our times if we want. But in the beginning, when you had 3 kids, it's a little tough. You're running constantly, maybe soccer, basketball, whatever you're doing, sports wise, and all
Ours
that
were
stuff.
soccer.
So right now, couples are actually scheduling a precise time. Over 1 in 2 Americans, 52%, admit they pencil in a space in their diary for a bit of action so they know they're going to get at least once or twice a week. I need a calendar. Can we put that on the calendar on our
We used
refrigerator?
to put all the appointments on the calendar, but we left that out.
You see that put on there? Hey, what's this SEX here on Saturday? Or that's our appointment. Leave us alone.
That's when we're locking you out.
In fact, do you know what night is the most popular?
Friday night into Saturday or Saturday.
Saturday at 6 o'clock. That's what it says. The time when couples are most likely to schedule sex in advance. 30% marked it as the most popular time.
Saturday morning?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock
At
in
night.
the morning? Oh, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, you're already asleep. I'm already on my-
You're asleep.
That's the most popular time for some nookie. It's 10 o'clock on a Saturday night.
Nope, we're sleeping.
Yeah, I'm already on my first pee by then, probably. But they asked a question, and I think this is important to say. If you mark a calendar, does it take away from the romance and the passion? Because you marked, I mean, some people say not everyone, 1 in 5 have pre-agreed on a time, a day to be more romantic. They say that makes it more romantic because now they're gearing up. Maybe they're manscaping, getting prepared, being more active and knowing that
this is coming.
This is coming. They said the average American
then you get
couple
COVID and it's all out the window.
has 6 sex appointments a month. So they're actually scheduling this 6 times a month. Which is, that's
not even 2 a week.
No. They said that if you schedule ahead of time,
I'd say 8 to 10 a month would be, try to schedule them, and then that way you get at least 6.
But is it more spontaneous? Is it romantic that way, do you think?
No, I don't think it
I don't
would
know,
be.
unless,
Not only that, Zach knocks on the door, my mom knocks on the door, or every time we try to get spontaneous, someone shows up at our house.
Now, they also say, and this is not a bad idea, they said that they can mentally prepare knowing that they're going to have a night of, maybe it's a date night. So maybe you have, like this says.
That would be nice if you schedule a date night and then you figure after your date.
Because they were saying they have a nice dinner at home, 45% schedule sex admitted to doing that, making dinner at home, a real nice dinner. 34% have booked a nice hotel room for the evening. 30% did a little lingerie shopping, preparing for that night.
Intimate night.
So that would be different, unless you really manscaped it up and surprised your significant
into a heart
other.
with the lightning bolt.
Oh, geez, yeah. Here are the 5 top reasons people schedule sex. Here's a top 5. Kids in the house. We've been there.
Oh, yeah, we've locked ourselves in the bathroom.
We have. Partner is busy. And nowadays it's even tougher because
2 working, sometimes opposite shifts because of the kids. One needs to put the kids on the bus, one needs to get the kids off the bus. So they've taken shift work so that they can do that. And maybe they live in the country, have no neighbors, or they have no help with their kids.
And you're passing in the night too, because you're going, one's leaving,
one's coming in. So
kids are getting homeschooled sometimes because of all this COVID crap. The other one was the partner's busy and I'm busy. Want to try to have more sex, 25%. Some people say my partner and I are rarely together, which you just said, because they're doing the opposite to help with the kids or whatever. Sometimes you got to help with a parent, an elderly parent.
I did that for a while.
That comes into play too.
Went home, made dinner, went to my mom's, fed my dad, waited for the help to come to get him ready for bed, came home, went to bed, did that every day.
People's lives today are different. There's no doubt about it. Even with the sniffles, you get the sniffles, you got to quarantine. Just stay away, right? Back in the day, we didn't do that.
I went to work all the time with sinuses, allergies.
We swapped spit and snot and whatever else. It didn't matter.
Just went
back in the day. Just wipe it and go.
Keep on going.
So the average American couple sex life, 69 minutes per week, 9 times per month, 108 times a year, 60 hours a year, and 6 sex appointments a month. So I think what we've learned is we got to get a calendar and write it on the calendar. We don't really need to do that, though. There's nobody in this house.
Not anymore. But it's been very bad since I had COVID. So
yeah, we've struggled here the last
3 weeks.
Yeah, we're a little behind.
First,
we have a lot of catching up to do.
You have to get someone awake. Awake and upright, or even,
yeah. It's just I just wish, for me, I wish I could be more romantic. Like I don't know how, like you'd want to go out maybe and do something dinner wise.
Well, like you don't
we
even go
don't-
to a movie. We don't even have a movie theater close by
No.
anymore. I mean, we
No.
have to go to Bridgeville or to West Virginia for a movie theater now.
Yeah, the one that we had right here at the mall was 10 minutes away. Not even that is closed up now.
So I mean, you can't even go. You know.
And if I hit traffic, that's going to ruin the romantic.
Oh yeah,
for me.
because then you're done. You're done.
I hit traffic. Yeah, I'm done.
Get another line.
Or just getting in line for the movie.
Yeah.
If we go to a nice restaurant,
And if it's real busy, forget it.
Yeah,
He ain't
I'm
waiting
out.
in line. Yeah. And he's
going-
not waiting an hour for a table at a restaurant either. So forget that.
no, we're going to McDonald's.
No, I am not going to McDonald's.
That's romantic.
No,
Nice.
it's not.
Nice Big Mac.
Never romantic.
What would be a nice restaurant nowadays? I mean, remember we used to go to that one place. The guy told me Bella Via.
Bella Via down in Wheeling.
What was it? Right off the what exit was that? Because that was a night.
Off the
What Elm Grove? No,
Elm Grove, yeah.
And it had the red tablecloths, real dark when you walked
was
in. The
really
Italian,
dark.
just that very Italian vibe that it
Too.
had. Oh, and now that was a
we
romantic
used to
place.
go to but I wonder if it's still.
I don't know if it's still open.
We haven't
or
even
not.
looked since COVID. And
With all,
we'll
who
have to
knows?
look it up and see if that's.
We
still
have to because
around.
that would be a nice evening. Just go down there.
Yeah, we used to go there. We used to go.
But think of other. I mean, there really aren't
Most of them are all chains around here now, which are not really romantic.
Texas Roadhouse, the Outback, Applebee's.
I mean, they're all bar-like situations. They all have a bar someplace in them, and it's it's.
Well, that's
just
why the
not-
Bella Via was unique. I thought.
Yes, because it was dark. But then what's the one downtown?
Which one? The one on the corner.
Under the one.
A Union Grill.
Yeah. A lot of people like Union Grill. It's a bar, but it is darker, and there are
Food's good though.
there are like little nooks and crannies where you could make it more romantic, like if you could get a back corner table
Yeah, I
or whatever,
agree.
so you weren't like in the bar.
The food was good though too.
The President's Pub had good food when
President's
we were there
Pub
too.
had good food, but it's not. Again, it doesn't rank with the Bella Via and how
Yeah,
it
the
the
Bella Via's
ambiance.
ambiance was for a date night. It was really
Definitely.
set up. It
Definitely.
was dark. It had light music playing. It had the tablecloths. It was just set up for like a date night.
We gotta see if they're open because that would be fun. I mean, that's a nice. Again, going in that direction.
I mean, because like your Olive Garden, all them, they're like all like chains.
Olive Garden.
And they're, I mean, they're okay, but they're more like family restaurants anymore.
Yes.
All of them are, you know what I mean? And you see more families out. Like when we went to the Bella Via, I don't ever remember seeing a family
It was
there.
couples,
It
it
was
seemed like.
couples.
Do we have to go into Pittsburgh? Is there a place? Is there a place?
I
We don't.
I
I don't
know.
travel to Pittsburgh.
He
Well,
doesn't like to go to Pittsburgh.
do now
and he
with the
will not
grandson,
wait for
but-
tables. So if they don't take a reservation, knock that one off.
yeah, because I want to be in, and yeah, I do like the reservation idea. True, but as far as restaurants close by, I mean, they're just. If
You said there's been a couple in Canonsburg you've liked lately, but
Yeah,
are
but
any
it's-
of them?
they're-
They're not.
they're not, they're just like that one.
They're
that
not
we-
date night like ones.
Not really. The one that I went to at work had a great club sandwich, and again, that is club sandwich a romantic dinner?
No.
Remember when we used to when we went to this is really dating way back for prom, and we had the Club 40 when Club 40 was open. We had
Steak
the
for
double.
two.
We did the steak for two. You know.
Club 40 was a bar atmosphere too, but it had a lot of little corners and stuff that
Yeah.
you could go.
Yeah.
They're no longer open.
No. Well, I don't know what it is now.
I don't know. I
think
haven't
it's
even
something
been
else,
in there.
but I
You
don't-
think it's reopened?
But I mean, that's it's not really. But the reason I thought of that was because it was a prom, and then it was the steak for two.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you go in to the Bella Via, and they had the Parmesan and the chicken parm and all that. They had really unique Italian dishes. Of course, I'm partial to the Italian. I love going into an Italian restaurant. But like you said, it was that ambiance that made it, I think.
And then as we had kids, we didn't go to the Italian restaurant very often because Italian is one of the cheaper meals to make for your family, and our kids would all eat it. So we ate Italian so much at home
Yeah.
that it was easy to feed,
I was surprised that you got Italian yesterday.
I know.
We just had spaghetti. You got chicken parm
I know.
and then forgot it on the table.
I know. I'm bad.
The leftovers were left on the table. And it's always after you leave the restaurant. We dropped your mom off.
I noticed it was
And
gone.
and she said, "Where is my box?"
And that's because I was waiting for it. I'm telling you, because I didn't think she was going to make it out of the booth.
That's our Friday nights. That's kind of like for us. I mean, it's not just us because we invite our youngest son. Sometimes we'll have him come, and then your mom.
And your mom and Jeff never want to go.
No, they don't. They're smart. They stay home, and why leave the house if you don't have to? But I don't. It's just been tough to even come up with meals because nothing
Sounds good.
good anymore.
Although I'm hungry all the time.
Is that the
I
COVID?
thought you were supposed to lose weight on COVID, but not me. I'm hungry and everything tastes good, and I want steak and potatoes.
You're snacking. We bought those pretzels. Those peanut butter pretzels are. So we're snacking on those. We're snacking. Well, you did have those the chips and dip. But those chips that we bought from Sam's are pretty.
Quinoa chips.
Chips.
And avocado and salsa mixed.
If you're looking for something, boy, that was bad. If you're looking for something healthy, those quinoa chips are really good.
Yeah, red quinoa.
Romantic foods. What would be a romantic food that we could snack on?
Spaghetti.
Well, I know, but
like Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, that's right. We could have the noodle between us. That didn't sound good at all. The noodle between us. But anyway, so that it's hard to come up with. I don't know where you guys live. Maybe you have a favorite restaurant.
Spaghetti reminds me of a good story. RJ was 2 and I was pregnant for Nathan, I believe. Christmas. Spaghetti dinner 2 or 3 days before Christmas. Remember what he did?
Oh, he threw up in our plate.
He threw up right in the bowl of spaghetti.
That's romantic.
We were all done eating.
That's a romantic evening.
And it started us all off, and everyone got sick. By Christmas Eve, Uncle Jeff was sick at Grandma's house.
Yeah.
It was.
But we still got together. Wasn't like today.
Yeah. Now we would have had to cancel it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we just canceled Christmas this year. We canceled Thanksgiving, and then we canceled Easter, in the spring because Janet's family was all sick. Yeah.
2020.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And we had it. I mean, he had the stomach flu. We didn't know if anyone else was going to get it. And hey, we were done and we were feeling good. So, but I remember Jeff got it that Christmas Eve night while everyone was at the house. He was in the bathroom.
I'd like that to be another episode where we'd like to talk about how back in the day, and maybe we'll do this our next episode.
Okay.
But I was thinking we could talk about what it was like when we went to work, when you and I met, worked at Foodland, a grocery store, but how back then, if you had the sniffles, you didn't think anything of it.
Oh, remember? I got my teeth cut out and I came in. I was
you had your wisdom teeth out.
Swelled up.
Yep.
Had blue and green down my neck. I went to work every day.
And we'll have to...
all that drainage going down. Oh, it's awful.
Maybe that'll be our next episode.
Didn't miss a day.
No, didn't. I know. I went to work, had a cold, but boy, not today. But we'll talk about that maybe another time. I'm going to give you this, Terry. See if you can figure this out. This is... I want you to guess the word. I'll give you multiple choice. You guess the word that's missing from this news headline. Blank... used in jail escape attempt.
Used in jail?
Yeah, they escaped jail.
Attempt.
This is what they use. A, toenail clipper. B, bra wire. Or C, Yankee candle. What do you think the missing?
The bra wire.
Blank used in jail. You think it's B, bra wire? While locked up in a scary Florida jail, following a DUI arrest, a Florida woman removed the metal wiring from her bra and used it to damage the cell door in an attempt to escape the jail. So apparently she didn't even get out. While the alleged plot by Susan May Shepherd failed, her MacGyver-like ingenuity deserves a C+ for effort, it says in this article. A corrections deputy reported that Shepherd removed the metal wiring from her bra and proceeded to use it to make numerous scrape marks into the glass on the bottom of the holding cell. She also tried to crawl out of a small opening in the holding cell door feet first and had to be directed to put her legs back in the cell. So yes, you are correct. It is a bra wire. What made you say that? I read this. I tried to do it up.
Because a wire could be used to pick a lock, too.
Obviously it doesn't work.
And the wires in your bra, some of them are thicker, and you could bend them, and shape them, and maybe pick a lock or something.
I just think that's funny. Well, Yankee Candle. I mean,
they wouldn't allow you to have a Yankee Candle.
Well, how would you even have a Yankee Candle in the? They do a strip search.
What was the other one?
They do strip searches. Don't check there. I got a Yankee Candle up there. But a toenail clipper, again, you're not going to take that in. You think you can get a toenail? Well, they're going to take her purse, right? They're not going to let her have her purse in there.
Might be in a pocket or in the cuff of a pants, or.
I don't even think you even wear a bra with a wire in it, do you?
I do have bras with wires. Oh, I just don't wear them very much anymore. It's more athletics. Those sports stretchy bras.
Stretchy. Now. As we get older, it's all stretchy pants.
They hold all your fat in. Hold it all in and keep it tight. And
it's all stretchy pants. Got to get ready for that big meal.
You don't even need stretchy pants. I don't want to hear it.
I need them. Look, I got a tummy. Anyway, she wins. You win a romantic evening.
Oh, wow. Whoopee.
So what are you going to do to try and spark the romance? Or, you're going to make an appointment. That's hard to do, too. Trying to keep the appointment is even harder.
Like I said, if we penciled in appointments, someone would look at that and knock on our door every time. Oh, Saturday morning. Oh, we'll be there Saturday morning.
Yeah. Saturday mornings.
Now, this morning would have been okay because it was so freezing cold. No one was going to get up and knock on our door.
No, they weren't leaving. It was like -1 or something.
Yeah. So, we could have scheduled an appointment this morning.
We could have. Well, usually we do our shopping.
Yes, we do usually get up and get out of here and get our grocery shopping done first thing in the morning. Try to get Walmart before all the people are there pushing and shoving and while something's still on the shelf.
Yes.
We have to go to Walmart.
We do like to get out there and early, get in, get out. It just seems...
Avoid people.
Well, yeah. In more ways than one. We did that even before all this.
Mm-hmm. Even before COVID and everything.
We always went out early because we just wanted to beat the rush. Because if you were just an hour early.
Well, in the spring and in the fall and the summer, if you go out Saturday morning early, then you have the rest of the day to get your work done, clean the pool, whatever,
well, we
mow
don't
grass,
that's what's nice about it. We'll talk about that too, hopefully. Hopefully have a lot more podcasts, but we'll talk about that too because I hope to do maybe one. We could take this right down, this Rodecaster Pro. Right now we're broadcasting from a coffee table in the basement, but maybe
in the family room.
In the family room. Well, it's still a basement, but maybe we can do it down by the pool.
Oh, that would be nice. You could hear people splashing in the background.
So that's what I'm hoping. If we get to that point.
That would be nice if we could get it down there.
Yeah, well, we could. There's no reason why.
Whoever's around.
It'd be a little noisy, but with like the wind and stuff. It's always kind of windy lately, but.
Well, the chime's going off.
It'd be nice just to do something in warm weather.
Yes.
So anyway. Okay, that's it for us on this podcast. Join us again next week. And God bless. Have a great week. I'm Ron.
I'm Terry.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.